Hello, everyone, and welcome back to B-Buds. I'm Yoshi.
And I'm Tyrion 2.0, coming to you live from a basement.
We're back to playing some Tyrion Cuthbert, Attorney of the Arcane. If this looks like a new menu screen to you, that's because it is. So the last time we recorded this was December of 2025, and now we're recording a new episode in February of 2026. And between then and now, there was a big update with a bunch of patches.
Maybe 2 weeks after we recorded.
Yeah, 2. And one of those was that case 3, which
the one we just did.
The one that you've just watched had a complete overhaul. So whatever it was, it's not that anymore.
Not canon.
So we get to figure out what changes that means, and we get a whole lot of new things in the middle of this playthrough that we didn't know were possible.
Editor, could you put up the Family Feud X?
Yeah, I'll just get it from one of Kyle's Family Feuds videos.
New
All right,
game.
We're a new game because something we did figure out before we started recording. Could you hit X on that? Click load game. They got rid of all of our saves.
If you remember, the save though was per case.
It was per case. So
even if we did load one up, it would just send us back here.
Yeah. I just want that to be known. If we happened to be in the middle of a case, it would have been gone. Are we gonna read through all this?
Not all of them, but I want to see some funny names.
Adam Bass.
Base.
No, sorry. Well, the Gossip Girl, one of the characters' name is Chuck Bass.
We don't bring up different videos. Can you?
Sorry,
not?
I'm gonna restart that. I've been watching Gossip Girl. I've never seen Gossip Girl. And one of the characters' name is Chuck Bass, and he is probably the funniest character to see on screen and I know I yell at you a lot for this, but I am gonna do a visual gag.
Okay.
Hey, could you not yell so loud in the mic? But he looks like and this is gonna mean a lot more to other people than you. He looks like he's mewing a lot.
Mewing,
which
like
is
a cat?
You'll look at me. People who are watching this know what this is that aren't you. So that's the audio portion. This is the visual portion. And he does that every time he's on screen, like 2007.
I didn't know that was so old.
Well, it's like the kind of normal, like, God, it's another thing I don't think you know, like Mog face.
No, I know Mog face.
Okay.
I know Mog face.
Like the Zoolander, like
Zoolander. I
when
didn't know
Zoolander,
that was
like,
that old.
No, I mean it's not like in Zoolander, but it's like the idea of like the pursed lips, kind of like poking them out a little bit. Garrett Von Weasel Fleischer.
Emily equals MC squared.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm sure people like us. I mean, I guess it's in the game.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, this guy's Peak.
German Peak Garcia. No one we know, I think.
How would you pronounce this?
I'm not even gonna try.
Editor, could you pronounce the last name?
Stop this. Oh, it's first name alphabetical, huh?
Yeah. You think this game does anything right?
Hey, let's
I'm
be
kidding.
nice.
I'm enjoying the game. I'm enjoying it.
How do you get the name Narwhal? Nickname Narwhal from Josh.
Big Nose, probably. Big Nose Josh, and the Narwhal sounds fun, more fun.
That's not a nose.
Okay. He has a giant pimple on his forehead. I don't know. Maybe a giant wart, just like right here.
Okay. Well, you said we weren't going to go through all this.
I'm not going through. I didn't read. I wasn't reading like Kate Doohig.
We don't have to read through it, but you're just kind of like sitting on these screens.
Well, you are just as free to comment on any of these names. You are
my comment at the beginning was we don't need to go through every page.
I have not yet gone through every page, have I?
You're getting close.
But I didn't do it. What was that name? Jelly Mist. How do you think they got that name?
Well, that's probably just the online name. I would imagine.
Merrick Boswick. I don't know how you pronounce that last name. Comment how you got that name, Jelly Miss, if you would.
Or maybe Cyberbot X. Nicholas. Yeah, there would be this many people named Nicholas who gave money to Tyrion Cuthbert. I'm so sorry.
What? I've never heard of this before. Do you have something against Nikolai?
No, I'm saying that they seem nerdy enough to back. Sorry, can't think of a good name.
Steets.
Yeah, Steets did a better job.
And then some fake letters.
That's all right. Stop that. Joschi, police dog from the future.
See, we would have never seen that if I hadn't gone through these.
You don't have to go all the way. All right. Well, that was everybody who crowdfunded Tyrion Cuthbert, Attorney of the Arcane. All right. Well, we don't. Now we're
Thank
going
you
through
for
the
all
credits.
the work, Stephen
We're
Charles.
in the middle of this series.
And these people deserve some of our respect for working so hard.
Might as well have just done it in the beginning.
This is the beginning.
The beginning of the series.
Oh, okay. Well, we didn't.
Right.
So
because you're doing it
better,
now.
Better late than never.
Better late than lever.
All right. Severed ties.
I do miss the character preview, but it's fine. Having just this item, it's all right. It's fine.
Yeah.
Time to change up all of our voices once again.
Oh, Lord.
Well, you know what your voice is.
Yes, that's why. That's why I was groaning.
As long as the main antagonist or the judge doesn't show up in this episode, we should be fine.
The main antagonist?
You know, we went over this because she was at the end of the last part.
Oh, that character. Character. Oh, that one at least is easy to do. That one doesn't kill me.
It's easy. It kills me because you take 80 years to say each line.
Oh my god, this is so much smaller text.
Oh, we can probably.
I can read
menus.
it. I can read it, but I'm just complaining.
Settings, right?
I'm just looking at these pictures.
Don't look at these pictures.
Wait a minute.
Settings. Go to settings. What? Where did she get lips?
Why
Why does she have lips now?
Why is he not wearing goggles? But he's leaning so close. Why is he using a light like that?
Don't worry about it. Just click it. Text speed? No. Graphic.
Character emotes.
Oh, can we actually...
No, we're leaving those.
Can we turn
We're
those
leaving
off?
those on.
We don't need to worry about the... Oh. Do you want to worry about VSync?
What's VSync doing in this?
Just hit audio.
I can disable 1, 2, or 3. Okay.
Instant. No.
Fast.
Okay, yeah. I will probably not to say like, hey, you're definitely watching this, but if anyone like wants to put a note somewhere, I think that a setting to change the text size would be pretty nice.
His eyes are not looking at this thing. Oops.
Yeah, looking at her.
He's looking at her chest.
Uh,
look at this. Look. You just follow where this eye is pointing, just straight down.
Just straight down as you move.
I can't do that. You want to go straight down?
It's not also straight down.
It's a little bit to the left. Yeah, over in that area.
Whatever. You. This is you.
In the kingdom of Wyverngard, there was a gulf between what was land. Oh my god, landfall.
Yeah. Well, yeah, land and water.
I've already lost my mind. In the kingdom of Wyverngard, there was a gulf between what was lawful and what was just. Here, ideals were just fairy tales. They were pleasant to think about, but they distracted from how the world really was. You are naive. Am I thinking? Is this another character?
We know that this was the...
Is this
we
the
know
narrator?
that this is how the narration works.
You're naive, but I've been...
Oh, wait, no, this is another person.
But
This might be another person.
I've been starting to think that if everyone else was like you, the world wouldn't be the way it was. By the way, true about anybody. By just FYI, if everyone was like one person, the world would be different. Yes, I've seen Pluribus.
Oh, couldn't bring that up.
But the world was the way it was. Not even you, with all your special divine powers, could change that.
I can't believe Cuthbert used the Eye of Horus on the client. He's becoming more and more reckless, and I think McCoy is just making him worse. I wonder what he was like with his real mother. He's definitely nothing like Ryan.
Ryan? Who's Ryan?
Celeste, Tyrion, Ruby, and Ryan. Adopting him was a mistake.
Oh my god.
That's it. This is me, but
Isn't that-
it's probably age 23, probably the sister to the haughty girl I gave the German voice in the school. So is something wrong, Timora?
Is that the voice you're going with?
I'm going with this voice. No, it's nothing. Speaking of stuff, well, I guess stuff I've been watching. I've also been watching a lot of Adventure Time, so I'm
Really?
taking inspiration from Tree Trunks.
Oh my god.
Well, the trial is about to begin, and all of our futures are at stake.
What a selfish character.
Of course, miss. Actually, what do you go by now? I prefer just Beatrice, but they'll be using my legal name anyway. Oh, that's you.
Beatrice muttered some kind of mantra before clapping her hands together. She'd been doing that a lot since we'd met. It must have been some kind of meditative ritual for her. I couldn't help but side-eye Eris. I was a little annoyed with how careless she was being.
Where are we, Ruby, right now? Immediately.
Is something wrong, Timora?
Maybe I should take over the narration if we're Ruby. Because then...
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I was thinking I didn't want to propose because it seems a little selfish since you're everybody else in the scene until this.
Well, then you're going to be Tyrion Cuthbert.
He's not
7
here.
hours of narration. I'd just like to know what you think you're doing here.
My father sent me to accompany Beatrice to the courthouse.
Sorry, I was speaking a little faster, so I had to slow it down.
It's a new environment for her. We do need to keep her condition in mind, after all.
I wasn't so...
That's her inner monologue? It sounds like a McCoy, whatever her name is.
No, McCoy is much higher. I wasn't so convinced. Her father had a lot more sense than that. Not to mention that Eris always liked stirring up trouble.
She's like 16.
Always liked stirring up trouble. She took a lot of pleasure in complicating my jobs. It was apparently her favorite pastime. And the boss, doting father that he was, just let her do as she pleased. I understand how much you're risking by being seen with me. You were already pushing it when you approached us at the academy.
Don't you think you're worrying too much? You've been preparing for this, haven't you?
Just keep your head low and make sure no one connects you to your father. You know how important this trial is.
Why? Why would knowing my true identity cause friction with your son?
He's not my...
Oh, speak of the devil.
I spotted Cuthbert and McCoy. walking into the courtroom with the other members of the gallery. I guess after our little argument, he wanted to see how this What? Oh, I guess...
Did we have an argument?
I
told you we needed to replay case 3. I told you.
I guess after our little argument, he wanted to see how this trial would turn out.
I told you we needed to redo
No,
3.
this is the real life experience of B-Buds. All 10 people... all 10 people watching this consistently will have got to know.
I'm one of them.
That's being very generous. McCoy spotted me and gave me a friendly yet uncomfortable smile. Cuthbert froze for a moment before looking away and walking silently into the courtroom.
I'm telling you, we need...
Parental troubles.
No, we'll roll with it. We had a disagreement earlier. It's nothing to worry about.
If you say so.
I was wary about what he saw in Beatrice's mind. He'd always been a good kid, but he was also really stubborn. It clouded his judgment sometimes. He hadn't been practicing law for very long. It didn't help that his string of victories was getting to his head. But I was sure that once he'd seen enough of what the courts were really like, he'd understand why I needed to do this. The trial is about to begin. Do you really have the time to be making small talk here? Prosecutor Steelwind approached the three of us, tailed by a familiar face. Wallace Nightgrave? He's accompanying me as my aide for this case. So, can I assume you'll be prosecuting? Of course, I would never pass up the opportunity to face the infamous Ruby Tamora. Really, if I remember correctly, there's still a few more characters Joschi has to voice. You haven't even beat Tyrion once so far. Oh, it seemed that struck a nerve. I might be able to use that later. Miss Steelwind, don't strain yourself. What's that look for, Beatrice? You seem almost surprised to see me here, voicing everyone else. Considering the circumstances, I thought you might recuse yourself. I am more than capable of remaining objective, especially for a case of this much importance. Well, I hope your mind is as strong as you think it is. Miss Steelwind. Nightgrave looked unusually reprimanding and concerned for her. He was really averse to confrontation, wasn't he?
Oh, I love a good reunion.
Okay, if they're gonna put in size, I guess the dot is just periods, but why?
What?
Why do they do this in visual novels? Why do they put, like, the period? Like the ...
The ellipses?
Yeah, the ellipses.
What about it?
I guess it's only a problem because we're reading it, but...
Like, what's the issue to having it? Why would they not?
Why wouldn't it just be a blank? Like, why not just be blank?
To
indicate
if it was
pause.
If it was blank, I, as a reader, might think this is a mistake.
Yeah. Well, then why wouldn't you just narrate the pause? If you're narrating every other thing,
That's a pause.
That's not narrating the pause. The deck was already stacked in our favor. I just needed to follow through and get this over and done with. After that, we'd finally have everything we needed to topple the 4 pillars.
Like, if a character says ... that implies they are pausing rather than a narration of pause.
No, not pause, like they paused. Like they'd already do other actions in the narration. Oh God. No.
Oh God, I have to do the judge.
Yeah, that's
No!
what I meant. That's what I meant.
I thought you were looking at the four people who are about to argue with each other.
That too.
Court is now.
How was this?
I mean, that's similar. That's
Court was
about it.
now in session for the trial of Beatrice Frege.
Whatever is the most painful, I think that's what it was.
Yeah, I was trying to add more pain. It didn't feel bad enough, so that's why I knew it was wrong.
I don't think you should do that.
Ms. Steelwind, is the prosecution ready?
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is also ready, Your Honor. Yoshi's gonna pass this narration off to Charlie.
I told you I should keep it.
We didn't know. I thought it was gonna switch over to Tyrion Cuthbert.
She definitely looked less self-assured than usual. Her history with Beatrice might be throwing her off.
What are you looking at me? What are you looking at me for?
We're in the dark, completely in the dark.
Then maybe it shouldn't have overhauled from.
So I forgot he looked up to God when he spoke. he's addressing him, the Lord.
Very well. Let us begin the proceedings. Prosecutor Steelwind, could you please list the charges?
You did start from the beginning of this one, right?
How else could I start?
Your Honor, the defendant is charged with first-degree murder and grand theft. As many of you know, Beatrice Frege is the formerly missing daughter of the now late William Frege.
Is that who died last chapter? Is that who now died last chapter, Josh?
We don't know.
The now
This is
late
the
William
same,
Frege.
It's the same.
I'm completely lost.
Well, then that's how it's just gonna be. And the victim of the murder is William Frege himself.
Yes, I'm well aware of that.
Me reading this right now.
Yes, I'm aware he died recently.
If they have a flashback scene where like they explain all of this and it was intentionally confusing to everybody,
we've started mid-trial before. Very first case, mid-trial.
The people of Wyverngard will certainly mourn the loss of House Frege's head.
The problem is we don't know if us
don't.
being mid-trial is because if it's because we're mid-trial or if it's because we missed case 3.
please.
New case 3.
The only people who mourned him were the banking house's shareholders.
On that.
Oh wait,
matter.
no, that was. Wait, oh wait, no, that was the narration.
That's narration. I'm going insane.
Sorry,
I'm going insane.
Wait, I'm not. Clearly, I am.
On that matter, did you also say that the defendant is accused of grand theft? I haven't read these papers. What is happening? Where am I?
Hold on.
God! Is that you?
I'm finally looking at the case in the middle of this one. Oh, murder.
Murder. I'm 4 times older than you, Miss Steelwind.
Yes, Your Honor. The crimes took place during the Lord's Ball. Okay, we're gonna go back in time.
If we don't go back in time,
there's
that'd
no
be
way
insane.
that they reworked the last case to be all about the Lord's Ball. The crimes took place during the Lord's Ball, an event that was hosted in Frege Manor yesterday evening.
God, they really there was a murder and they went, it was her. We're prosecuting. No wonder the judge doesn't know what all the crimes are.
Isn't that the point that Ruby keeps trying to emphasize to Tyrion, even though the role of defense prosecutor is almost worthless as it is? And I don't know why they created this system. The Haraldson Hall of History was hosting an exhibit within the manor.
Steelwind, please refrain from alliteration in my courtroom.
I couldn't. I couldn't do a sorry that is 8. Apologies, Your Honorable Honor. They were showcasing several magical artifacts donated to the Wivengard the Wivengard Historical Society. One of these items was the Sword of Spell Eaten, a magical artifact that allows its wielder to nullify magical effects. Hey, we've got to read those.
Pause it then.
No, I mean, like, I have to read those.
Fine.
What do you mean, fine? Oh, okay. Sword of Spell Eating. The Sword of Spell Eating is an ancient artifact. When wielded by a creature, that creature and anything connected to them, physically or magically, are immune to all harmful magical effects. Legends say that it was forged through a blood contract between a mage and a demon.
How do you think it determines what is harmful and not harmful?
That's a good question. I think it starts easy. Blighto doesn't...
Blighto is not, yeah.
Gone. We start very simple, very easy. Oh, I don't think we should spoil ourselves with... I can see a new guy here.
My personal bodyguard. Wrong time,
Ruby. Problematic.
it's the
William,
guy.
it might give us this... It might give us this in the flashback / current day, because right now we're in a flash forward maybe. But William Frege, the head of House Frege and Duke of Fine... All right.
You say you didn't want to watch it, so... Yeah.
I was in the middle of reading it after you left it on screen. The prosecution believes that the defendant stole this item to break into the victim's study, which was secured with a magical lock.
So locks are harmful?
Yeah, I guess. They must be. After breaking into the study, she attacked the victim and slashed his throat open using a letter opener.
She had a sword.
Well, it's not the sort of slit people's throats now, is it? However, this new piece of evidence, the letter opener of kill people.
A bad decision to leave that tool lying around.
It's like you make an item in this world that's but you can only make it enchanted. You can't choose anything what that enchantment's like. You just get a random enchantment. The letter opener of Blighto. Well, shit.
And right here I have the sword of juggle 4 items. Oddly specific, but okay. He died of blood loss shortly after. Obtained evidence. Autopsy report. William Frege died at 3:12 a.m. Cause of death was blood loss after his throat was slashed open. Both carotid arteries were severed, meaning that death must have followed mere seconds after the wound was inflicted. Body shows several scratches on the face and back. Traces of illusion magic were also found on the body.
Huh.
Well,
I see. Does the prosecution have a motive?
William Frege and his daughter were not close. Saying that they had a strained relationship would be an understatement. In fact, 5 years prior to the murder, Beatrice abandoned and fled her home. She went into hiding and cut contact with all of her friends and family. Her whereabouts were unknown until she... The mouse off the center of the screen.
Oh.
Were unknown until she contacted her father a week ago.
Objection.
Whoa.
New animation.
Objection. My client left the Frege household because of her toxic relationship with her father. She wanted to create a life for herself that was free from his influence and abuse.
Isn't that what she just said?
I won't disagree with your claims, but that simply highlights how desperate the defendant must have been. She had clearly fallen on hard times and begrudgingly contacted her father for financial aid. I have no idea why they would schedule this meeting during the yearly Lord's Ball, but nevertheless, several witnesses did see her that night. And these same witnesses saw her storming out of her father's study in anger. Her father must have refused her request for aid, so she decided to murder him to claim his inheritance. It's a good thing we prepared for this. William Friega's inheritance? I did read that already. Wait, no.
No, you didn't.
Why is it in quotes? Beatrice Friga fled from her family 5 years ago and went into hiding. In retaliation, William Friga told Miriam Friga that he would remove Beatrice from his will. As a result, she wouldn't receive any inheritance after his death. As per your agreement, this testimony will be confirmed by Miriam Friga in court. Charlie, what is this?
What's going on? I don't know. Maybe if we played last episode, we'd know.
I don't think so. What you're saying is all conjecture, Steelwind. You don't have any evidence to confirm why my client contacted her late father. Yes, my elbow is now over my name screen to show that there's depth in this courtroom. Yes, well, I'm well aware that the defendant has refused to tell us what they discussed. And be honest, Steelwind, do you seriously think that my client committed these crimes in spite of her condition?
Condition? What do you mean by that, Miss Timora?
Why don't you tell him, Steelwind?
He was murdered at... These things happen in the morning. We know they have the trials in the morning. This happened earlier today. This happened like 5 hours ago.
The prosecution works fast. Tell the court about my client's disability.
Oh, what do you think the disability is?
There's a handful of things it could be. Why are we guessing now? We don't know. We don't know anything about the stuff that they already know about.
Exactly.
We
That's
know
why we're
even
guessing.
less about.
If we guessed in 5 minutes after we've been told, that wouldn't exactly be a guessing game, now would it?
The disability.
Yeah.
If they're calling it a disability, is it lack of being able to perform magic?
No, that's
You think
stupid.
that's dumb? You think that's dumb? You think that's dumb
stupid.
in Magic World?
Yes, I think. First of all, she can't cast magic.
Yeah, but she's poor.
Second of all, the crime had nothing to do with magic.
There was illusion magic. You know what? What do you mean there had nothing to do with magic?
Third of all, her arcane art was illusion.
But that's what they're lying about.
Okay.
No, arcane art illusion can't do magic.
Another X. Editor.
A second X. What was the first X for?
I don't remember.
Anyway, tell the court about my client's disability. Your Honor, Beatrice Friga is legally disabled. However, legally disabled, that's a convenient way of putting it, Steelwind.
What if she's blind? Yes! Yes! I'm so good! I'm so good! I'm so good!
My client is completely blind.
Bet you didn't see that coming.
Shut up, Tyrion. Oh, whatever.
Completely blind. Is this true?
And she has ADHD. Sorry, it's just we have several medical documents and testimony from several chirurgeons. I don't think we can say that on air. Attesting to that fact. Hold on.
You've never seen that word before?
No, I'm looking up tooth. I was in the middle of looking up grand theft, which I guess if the society determines there is a legal amount that makes it grand theft, then sure. We already have some weird anachronisms happening in Magic World.
Yeah.
But now I need to look up this chirurgeon. Archaic term for surgeon.
I mean, usually grand theft is followed by like a type of this, though, right? Like larceny.
Yes, which is why it's Grand Theft Auto. Also, it is just an archaic term for surgeon.
I knew that.
You did?
Yeah.
You didn't say anything?
Why would I say something? That's why I asked if you were looking up. You said no. I was just going to say surgeon.
I did say yes, because I was also looking up Grand Theft.
You said not only that.
Which implies that I'm looking it up.
I'm not going to interrupt you. You started with something else.
then you can just say, oh, I knew that. I know what it is. You don't have to look that up. My good friend Yoshi, you don't have to look that. No, sorry. You'd say it. My good friend Josh.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Yoshi. You don't have to look that up.
Thank you.
Law.cornell.edu. Also referred to as grand larceny.
That's right. That's what I'm
So-
getting confused.
God,
I'm-
I just saw California Penal Code, and we'll talk about that later. We're in the middle of a trial. My client is unable to see anything. Beatrice's blindness. What? I don't think that's her eyes.
Yeah.
Beatrice Friga is completely blind. She is unable to see anything through her eyes. This has been verified through several medical reports and qualified chirurgeons.
What a weird way to say that. She is blind. She is unable to see anything through her
But
eyes.
what about
But her
magic?
magical senses. What is the meaning of this, Miss Steelwind? Blind people cannot commit crimes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to mention the fact that we live in a magic society.
Do you expect me to believe that a blind woman... At least woman isn't italicized. A blind woman performed any of the acts you're accusing her of?
I'm sorry that I wasn't ableist when I was trying to look at the evidence for this trial. I'm glad you also see how ridiculous these claims are, Your Honor. If the court would just let me elaborate, Your Honor, the prosecution's first charge is grand theft. My client would have needed to break into a display case that was magically secured. Performing... Hold on. I'm going to turn around to look at nobody. Performing such an act would be a difficult task for anyone, much less my client. What is...
What? Because she's blind. How's she going to get through an arcane lock?
With a magic item. I don't like...
How's she going to find a magic item? With her eyes?
She has magic! Are we forgetting that magic exists?
Do you think she's going to go, but in her spell book, she has the spell CO?
That could be a possibility. It seems like we're going like, well, let's not be too hasty. When magic exists in this world. And the second charge, okay, you could stab somebody. I mean, and the second charge is first degree murder.
I wonder how they differentiate first degree from second degree in
this one?
In this universe.
Well, how do we differentiate it?
Depends on the state.
Of course it depends on the state. Let's just go with the broad strokes. First degree is premeditated, right? You planned it out.
Not necessarily.
What do you mean not necessarily?
In some places, it's not only premeditated, it is first degree.
So it can be like in
DC,
the moment?
Like in DC. Well, premeditated is also like very... Oh, it has some weird
yeah.
stuff, because like if you see a weapon right... If I saw a weapon right here, and I looked at you, and I went, I'm gonna stab him, and I picked it up and stabbed you, that's premeditation.
Okay, then what's the difference between first and second? Because doesn't it, if intention is the thing that matters, doesn't that change from murder to manslaughter?
No. Well, I mean, intention, yes.
Yeah.
But like premeditation versus non-premeditation.
Right.
In a lot of
But
places,
then there's
that's
no...
first degree from second degree.
Right.
But in some places, like DC,
Right.
second degree is also premeditated.
Then what's the difference?
I don't remember exactly, but...
My guess is that it goes first degree, premeditated, planned, second degree, and like both intentional. Second degree is happened in the moment. That's my guess for this system. Mm-hmm. Because I don't.
You can have a weapon with you and go to someone's place with the intention to like beat the shit out of them, and then just like in the moment kill them with the weapon you intentionally brought with you and have it not be premeditated.
So what degree would that be?
Not whatever, wherever you are, not premeditated. I don't know.
Yeah, but then we have to figure out what it is for here. You just
but if she killed him with the letter opener in this world, not first degree, not premeditated, because she almost certainly did it in the heat of the moment.
Yeah, if she did it, unless someone was planning to use that letter opener of cutthroat.
Also, really funny it would be if they tried to argue that because she's being accused of first-degree murder, and let's assume double jeopardy exists.
Wait, double jeopardy? Double jeopardy is just that they can't be charged with the same thing without new evidence.
Right, so
they
you wouldn't be able to charge them with second-degree murder if they've already been found not guilty.
Only for the same crime.
Yes.
You can't, which is...
So if they argued that it was second-degree murder and not first-degree murder, and she was found not guilty of first-degree murder because she committed second-degree murder, she couldn't then be prosecuted for second-degree.
Unless there's new evidence. Yeah, which is also something that... This is just an aside. There was a movie, Double Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Wild. Like, she says that, I got acquitted of trying to kill my husband, so I can now try to kill my husband again. And it's like, they'll have new evidence. You can't just not get tried for a new attempt. They don't just write your name off the list for the possible crime in the future. That's not how it works. Or at least the preview for that movie, because I didn't want to watch the movie.
I've seen the movie.
Is that still the argument for that movie?
The argument was he fakes his death, and so he is still throughout the entire movie assumed dead.
Okay,
and so she's going, I can't be tried for killing someone I've already killed.
So that's not.
But she wasn't acquitted. She was convicted.
Okay,
she was convicted and served time for killing him. And so she was like, I'll kill him then.
But that's also not double jeopardy. That's just new murder.
But I have a friend who this applied to. But it was robbery.
Right. Okay.
He was being prosecuted for first-degree robbery, but he committed second-degree robbery.
And because the first degree... Okay, yeah. So what's Ruby about to bring up?
I don't know.
It should be second degree? All right, let's change it. My client would have needed to use the sort of spell eating on the lock leading to the victim's study. Then she would have needed to grab a letter opener, overpower the victim, and deliver a precise and fatal blow to the victim's neck. I don't think...
If you can't see where all that is, I'll be honest, it'd be tough for me to do if I were blind.
Unless there's magic involved, which we know there's magic involved. It's Magic World. It's Magic World. And even then, it's not like it was only the two arteries. Like, I guess the overpower difficult. It's like difficult without the introduction of magic, but not impossible. Like, it would have to be that there was no struggle, but there was a struggle. The body shows that there was a struggle.
Yeah, I was looking for if it is like a single slash open. But
does any of that sound like a reasonable theory, Your Honor?
I'm compelled to agree with you, Miss Timora. It all sounds quite ludicrous, to be perfectly honest.
If only we lived in a world of magic.
Oh, who's gallery?
This is I mean, it's always been me. Okay. This is just awful. The Steelwinds have always been at odds with the Fragos. They're just taking advantage of the Duke's death.
Oh my god.
Objection. Enough. Your Honor, the court has not seen the evidence that supports this case.
It always makes me laugh what they choose to like object to in these games.
Objection. I hate that.
I don't know. That's not something you can object to. I stated something.
Shut up. Nor have you listened to the Inquisition's testimony regarding their investigation. Until you have done so, you are in no position to pass judgment.
Very well, Miss Steelwind.
I guess the little lady had some claws after all. But it didn't matter. Their case against Beatrice was questionable at best.
I miss Sonic. You're Tyrion.
Frankly, it was surprising that Steelwind even went through with this. It was only a matter of time before the judge saw things my way.
To begin, the prosecution would like to call Commander Orem White to the stand. Commander White, please testify to the court about the Inquisition's findings. Right. I just realized I gave 3 people Southern accents in this courtroom. We didn't want to cause panic after the sword was stolen, so I'm gonna continue this next time on B-Buds.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, we're at 45 minutes because we spent 20 minutes doing nothing. No, that's fine. It's whatever. It's cool. 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 All right, goodbye, everybody.
Kids these days on their phones.
Sorry, I was notified by Facebook telling me something happened in your past.
Something just happened.
This happened years ago.